All right, how y'all fine people doing? I'm getting real comfortable. It's been a nice little going day. I'm really feeling myself. But if this your first time stopping by, hey girls, my name is MiKARA REID, and we're gonna get into my question that I got asked. Do I look crazy? All right, so the question is how to prevent razor burn on bald heads. Ooh, who is this from? Sunday girl. Hey girl, hey, we say you okay? Sure, thanks for stopping by. Disclaimer, I am not a practicing health professional. Okay, so these are just some thoughts, food for thoughts, and just my past experience or suggestions. But you should definitely go see a health professional that specializes in African American skin. But Sunday girl, I don't get razor burns because I don't use razors to cut my hair. But some of the questions that pop in my head when you get razor burn, because the last time I've used razors and I got a burn was in my bikini area when I was shaving that area, which was a long time ago, and now I have laser hair. Is your razor dull? That could be possibly causing the razor burn. How aggressive are you? Because, as I just mentioned, your blade could be dull and you could be getting, a bit aggressive with your skin. And how fast are you doing this? That can also cause razor burn. Are you doing it? Are you dry shaving? I know that's definitely a thing for people. I've never done that. I feel like that's irritating the skin because my skin is quite on the sensitive side. I know that because I got my skin, examined and researched. I spent money and invested in that like a while ago. But yeah, are you dry shaving? Because that's also another way you can possibly cause razor burn. Knowing your skin type is extremely important. I don't know what your skin type is, but that's also a possibility as well. Your skin type can definitely change as you age. Your skin cells, your dead skin cells, the turnaround period for new ones, it definitely slows down the older you get. So you're definitely adding on to that if you're using a razor. So that's also a possibility of what is causing the razor burn. I don't know. These are possibilities. That's just coming to mind because these are some of the questions that I'm thinking of when I went to the dermatologist from my razor burn when I was shaving like my inner thigh and my bikini area before I got laser hair. And last but not least, are you using soap that has like scent in it? So if you have like Tropicana fruit punch or watermelon, whatever, that's adding to the irritation, especially since your pores are open when you are washing from a fresh cut. That's like you're putting like rubbing alcohol on there or whatever that ingredient is, that flavor ingredient is like going into your pores that's causing the burn. Those are definitely things that I thought of. Those are things that's definitely just irritating the skin and just causing inflammation and for your skin to just burn and just feel the way that it feels. But definitely find out what is causing your skin to burn. And if it's burning, I would strongly suggest this next step. I'm not a doctor, but having a degree in health, some area of health, epidemiology, public health, I would definitely strongly advise you to stop doing whatever you're doing until that area is healed. I definitely would strongly recommend you doing that. Let that area heal, because if you keep putting shit on it, you're just making the problem bigger than what it is. And I don't know what that can turn into, because again, I'm not a doctor, and I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. I'm not examining. I know everyone's so used to just Googling all the possibilities of what's wrong, but sweetheart, there's just so many variables of what could be wrong, along with your bloodline, your hereditary. Like, I didn't study that. I know you guys probably see me and I look like you, or whatever the case, but this is 12 years worth of constant ongoing activity of good health care, of good health products, and always investing in, bettering my skin. This right here, all of this is not just a month's worth of investment. This is persistence of 10 plus years. But yeah, I would definitely strongly, if you are irritated and it's burning, and if it's especially red, because us dark skin people do not get red very easily. I don't get red very easily, but if you're red, I would strongly suggest you stop, because dark skin people do not get red easily. And if you are red and people can see it, stop doing whatever you're doing, and just definitely remember what you're doing, so you can never do that again to yourself. Some suggestions I would recommend. I don't know if you're exfoliating, but exfoliating is very, very important to your skin. I exfoliate my bald head. I would suggest you go back to my past video on exfoliation. I definitely did a follow-up video this year of something that I tried out. But yeah, exfoliating the dead skin cells is very important. So definitely try that if you're not trying that. What else? The type of razor you are using. I'm not too knowledgeable about the type of razor you're supposed to use on cutting your bald head, because I've never done it. When I think of razors, I feel like it's just going to irritate my skin, because it's done that underneath my arms and my bikini area. That's why I got laser hair removal. But maybe it's the type of razor that you're using. I don't know what type of razor you're using, but try maybe using the male type of razors. So get the more expensive one. Go to Walmart or Target and get the one with the 3 or 4 blade. I actually used the male one since I was like in the middle of my sessions during the pandemic for my legs, and the place is closed down, so I had to go back to shaving my legs. And instead of using the women one, I actually started using the males. I went in the male area for the razors, and I definitely use the male razors. And also a pointer, if you do decide to continue shaving, instead of using those like shaving creams, I definitely use coconut oil. See, I mentioned coconut, but if you're new, I'll excuse you. This is why I said coconut oil is like my holy grail. But I use coconut oil instead of shaving cream. I just lather my leg all up with coconut oil, and then I shave, and it just glides. It glides real smooth. So I do not use shaving cream. I've actually used coconut oil, which is wonders. So possibly try that out. That's a possibility. Also, I'm not saying that you're dirty, but these are just suggestions for you to just kind of get your mind going and just kind of just backtrack so you don't irritate your skin or burn it or whatever. But are you preparing your skin? And when I mean preparing your skin, I mean, is it clean? Because if you're sweating, or if you get dandruff very easily, that's not a bad thing, because there's actually a lot of people who have that issue. But if you're sweating, or you have dandruff and you're cutting your hair, you're actually including that dirt inside your pores. So that's a question that I'm asking you, or anyone that has that similar problem. Definitely prepare your skin. So maybe you need to take that extra step by washing and making sure everything is clean or thoroughly clean, and then cut your hair. That's a possibility. I'm just throwing out some ideas onto how to avoid razor burns, because I don't get razor burns, but these are just questions that I just popped up in my head when I read your question. And just having a similar situation where my bikini area was irritated. But another thing, are you moisturizing where your head is irritated? I don't know if it's at the back of your head, if it's all over, but are you moisturizing your hair afterwards? Because it definitely needs the hydration. Again, my holy grail, first I put aloe vera plants all over my head. And when I mean all over my head, I'ma leave the link to the video of where I demonstrated how I apply the aloe vera plant. And when I mean plant, I mean the long plant. I cut like a ½ inch every morning and night, and I lather it all over my face and bald head. I let it air dry, and then I put coconut oil on there. So that is how I moisturize my bald head, and I've been doing that for years. Aloe vera plant has so many, healing properties. It's ridiculous. If you had a cut, you can actually you can rub the aloe vera juice on there. Like the juice from the plant, not the actual bottle that has the juice, the actual plant. And you squeeze the gel juice onto the cut in the back of your head. So that is what I do every single morning. When I'm like halfway down to a half a plant, I go to my farmer's market and I buy me a new one, because I know I use my aloe vera plant like clockwork. So that's how I moisturize. Suggestion for you. I'm not sure what you're using. That I'm just giving you suggestions of things that just pops in my head. What else did I write down? The direction of how you're shaving. That was definitely a big thing when I got my consultation before my laser hair removal. They was asking me the direction that I was shaving. I cannot remember if you're supposed to shave against the hair or child, I don't remember, because I don't do it no more. It's been over 5 years. But yeah, the direction that you're shaving in, definitely just remember what you were doing before, backtrack and change what you were doing before. Like, you don't want to keep doing the same thing thinking that you're going to get the same result. Like, you got to switch things up or go see a health professional. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? How to heal from razor burns. Yeah, first and foremost, like I said earlier, stop what you're doing, and let that area heal. Because if you keep irritating it, it's gonna get worse. You may be possibly causing, ingrown hair, inflammation, scarring that can never leave, or whatever the case may be. Like, let that area of your skin heal. It's not worth it. Like I said, you're gonna live with it for the rest of your life, or you're gonna invest in some money. And it's going to be a slow process, especially if you're just as dark as me, because it took some time. Like I said, what you guys are seeing is 10 plus years of consistent, activity, work, practice. This is not just a month's worth of improvement. But healing, after you let it heal and you don't feel it being irritated, or if it's not red, like I mentioned earlier, coconut oil and aloe vera plant, just cutting it and just rubbing it all over your bald head and your face. That is what I do on a daily. I rub it all over my face. I get out, hop out the shower, I dry myself, and then I cut the aloe vera plant all over. I cut the aloe vera plant, and then I just rub it all over my bald head, my face, let it air dry, lather myself up, and then I put the coconut oil on my bald head. That's what I do every morning and every night. If I travel, I make sure I cut aloe vera plant ahead of time and put it right in a Ziploc bag. So if you guys enjoy that, definitely like, comment, share, subscribe for the girl. Subscribe to the girl. Subscribe to the girls. All right. I hope that was very, very helpful. Sunday. Sorry I could not give you more information because the girls does not use a razor. Once I saw my ingrowing hairs and just that lady part just nah. We got to get this fixed, and I'm going straight to the dermatologist. I can't give you too much. I don't know what your skin type is. I don't know if you have any hereditary, attributes passed along. I don't know. You have to seek help. I know dermatologists can be pricey, but it's well worth it. If you guys want me to make a video about what questions to ask if you were visiting a dermatologist, but you have to know what you want. That's definitely one thing I'm gonna definitely have to tell you. If you tell me, I just want to have great skin, you need to kind of just be more specific. Like, I've had acne for about 8 years, all throughout my 20s, and I want to get rid of it. Or my skin texture is different from the rest of my body. I want, how do I improve it? Like, you need to kind of just be more specific. I don't read minds. So if you guys want me to make a video about questions to ask a dermatologist to improve, going to a dermatologist is definitely well worth it, especially if you have eczema. Estheticians, 9 out of 10 times, they're really not going to help you unless they are like working underneath a doctor. Like the dermatologist doctor comes in like once a week or once a month. They work together, because the esthetician can use the dermatologist products. The dermatologist will write off, allowing the esthetician to use the medicated stuff on your skin. But 9 out of 10 times, estheticians are really not going to resolve your issue. Or if they are, when you do the math, because I budget a lot, since a lot of my projects for work I have to coordinate and delegate and stuff like that. When you map it out, you're spending more money with an esthetician than you are with the dermatologist. Dermatologist, it looks like a lump sum up front, but since they know what they're doing, because they've been to school so long, and they've actually studied, and they have a specialty in African American or bald head loss or whatever the specialty is, they can knock it out the park. Because I went to the dermatologist the first time, and I only did 2 chemical peels, and she actually only said, you only need 1. The first one actually got off a lot, and I was just like, no, I wanna really knock it out, because I want my skin to be like a doll baby. She was just like, okay, so we'll schedule the second one. But versus an esthetician, I went to go get like a chemical peel and they scheduled me, we could 10 sessions. And I'm just like 10 session times 120. Why? Yeah, no, that's over $1,000 versus a dermatologist 150 or I know a couple of them charge about 300. That's 600. So 600 versus 1,200. Like I said, the dermatologist, you may pay a lump sum up front, but when you find an esthetician and maybe they know what they're talking about, the amount of times you're going it's going to be a lot more than a dermatologist. I'm just putting it out there. I just want to be very, very upfront with you guys because, like I said, this is my personal channel, and I'm a girl with integrity. I'm transparent. I've blown a lot of money, so come on. I'm just trying to help y'all out. But if y'all want me to make a video on what questions to ask a dermatologist, if you were interested in bettering your skin, and not just your skin, if you have bald head, skin loss, they definitely help with that. Eczema, they also help with that. It's a whole list of things. There's a website caters to Black people. It's called blackdermdirectory.com. I'm gonna leave the description. It's gonna be a video right next to me. Wherever you are in the US, I'm not sure if they have it like overseas, but I'm not sure if there's dermatologists listed like in other countries, but you guys could check it out. But this specific website, it has a bunch of dermatologists. Wherever state you are, it'll let you know where the Black dermatologists are, so you can possibly, go look at one. Some dermatologists definitely does free consultations. Consultations is where you could just kind of just ask questions and they will just check out your skin and create a plan. And when they create a plan, you make sure you ask how much each thing is and tell them I'm budgeting. Just be upfront. Like, how are they going to be upset with you? It's your money that you're spending. Like, I'm budgeting. I would like to know how much this stuff is so I can plan ahead. So yeah, if they have a free consultation, definitely take that offer up and just take that step to bettering yourself, and ask them for a copy of that list of stuff so you can actually plan and possibly just, all right, this chemical pill costs $200 or whatever the case may be. Just put money aside each week and then make the appointment. Make the appointment to get your skin, improved. And also ask about any type of at-home regimen and total that up as well. So, all right, I look forward to hearing from y'all. Okay, subscribe to the girls. I'm gonna check y'all out. All right, bye y'all.